I guess it could be AI. I don't fucking know. I doubt it.
No, no, no. What I mean by the AI part is that there's this thing saying prompt one fairy tale retelling. So I'm guessing it's
Oh,
in a way. I don't know. I've never seen this when back when I used to read some
well, let me see.
fanfics.
So prompt, I think, is somebody asking someone to write it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it might be.
Yeah,
might be.
that's what
Request
it is.
by
Oh, prompt
say,
meme. The collection it's in is a prompt meme challenge. I'm scared. I have to get ready. Let me drink some water.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
We all take a sippy.
new
Me, me,
Fortnite
me,
item
me, me,
shop.
me, me.
Item
Should I
on my way
do?
home in
Are we
Fortnite.
doing accents?
Ah!
Oh,
Ah!
What is what?
I'm gonna kill you.
I died.
I
died.
died.
Ahem. In dreams, you will lose your heartaches by Fluffy Panda. Magic hung in the air on the night of the prince's ball. It went unnoticed by most, but to the few that knew, it was unmistakable. Electric. This was a night when anything could happen. Walking through the palace gardens, Steve gazed down at himself in fascination, at his arms and legs and chest. He hadn't been able to stop since the spell had been cast. It was all so different. Was this really him? Then there were the gardens, a vast expanse of flowers and ponds and hedges glittering with light. It was like nothing Steve had ever seen, had ever thought he'd see. He was wandering through a dream.
So this a voice said. Who the fuck is this voice?
Is it Tony?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're looking for someone, you should probably go elsewhere.
Voice said.
Steve froze with a squeak, eyes wide, heart pounding. How had he missed it there was someone else there? A hand touched Steve's shoulder.
My apologies. What the fuck? I didn't mean
I'm
to
very
frighten
sensitive.
you.
All at once. He spun around, arms flying out before toppling over onto his behind. He stared up in fear at the gentleman standing over him. Brown hair, brown eyes, filled with surprised concern, in a red and gold jacket that even Steve could tell was finely made. He offered a hand to Steve.
I promise I don't bite.
Steve took the hand and allowed himself to be pulled to his feet. He was a little surprised to find he was taller than the gentleman.
Thank you.
What are you doing out here?
I just wanted to take a look. I've never been.
Steve gestured around him. Pretty much all his life, Steve only knew the house he'd been born in. Now that he had the chance to see something more, he had to take it.
The Summer Palace does have rather fine gardens.
The man said, looking around thoughtfully.
I'm unfortunately rather familiar with them. If you would care for some company, I'm Tony.
Steve, if you don't mind. Oh, wait, what? Oh, see, I'm wrong thing. Go ahead.
Steve, if you don't mind.
Something inside Steve told him that Tony was probably too important to be talking to him. But this is all a dream, and that would disappear at midnight. What did it matter? Tony smiled and held out a hand.
Not at all. I'd much rather be out. What? I'd much rather be out here than in there.
You don't enjoy balls?
The realization. I skimmed earlier through and I saw that line. I was like, "That's gonna break it."
Steve asked, taking Tony's hand.
Not as much as I used to.
Tony admitted with a sigh. He led Steve down a gravel path.
And besides all this, finding a bride business is somewhat gruesome. I predict that by night's end there will be more than a few broken hearts and at least 20 new feuds.
Steve sighed.
Whew. It's hard to. Sorry. It's hard to imagine such heartaches coming from a night like this.
This was so much better than the life Steve lived, looking around every corner, never safe, never full. It wasn't like his life was entirely without joy. He had wonderful friends back home, but it felt like he had more than his fair share of heartaches.
That's because you aren't in there, fighting for scraps of princely attention.
The path wound through a grove of willow trees before it continued onto a small stone bridge over a pond. Lights, steadier and brighter than any flame, lined the bridge, making the whole space almost as bright as day. Golden white fish swam beneath the bridge.
It's marvelous.
Steve said. Beaming,
Marvel.
Tony Oh,
Say that again.
Alright. It's Marvel us.
There you go.
Oh my god.
beaming, Tony proudly told him.
I installed the lights myself. I find the latest discoveries in regards to electricity fascinating. Pepper, my secretary, thinks it's a passing fancy, but I truly believe it will change the world.
How does it work?
Steve didn't have the least idea what electricity even was, though he'd heard the word before.
Wow.
But suddenly he wanted to know. Tony's eyes gleamed.
Was this set in the 1700s?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you know of the properties of magnetism?
Well, if he doesn't know about electricity, I don't think he knows about magnetism.
Well, Cinderella, yeah, what the fuck? Okay. They continued around the garden, discussing electricity, locomotives, and travel. Tony was generous with his knowledge and didn't look down on Steve for not knowing much. Then the conversation turned to art, something Steve actually had thoughts about, even if he didn't have all the words for them. Tony listened and helped Steve fill in the gaps in his vocabulary.
Portraits are all well and good, and what did you call them? Still lifes? Who doesn't love a picture of food, even when you can eat it? That's great, but it's the ones that show people living their lives. Those genre paintings, those are the best of the bunch.
Tony tilted his head.
Really? Even if it's just someone selling vegetables?
They show you a different point of view, a different life. How often do you get that?
The house had a gallery, and he sometimes went to look at it with everyone when everyone was asleep, even though he knew he shouldn't. If he'd been spotted. Wait, what?
If he had been spotted.
But the painting's pull was irresistible, offering glimpses of a world Steve would never get to see.
I'll give you that.
Tony said, nodding.
But if we look to literature,
Sadly, it couldn't last. The bell struck midnight.
Oh no, I'm late!
Steve said in horror. He ran. Tony called after him, but Steve couldn't stop. He dashed across the garden to the carriage house and then rounded the corner. He could see the carriage waiting there, but it pulled out before he could reach it. The horses were running full speed back home.
Natasha! Natasha, please wait! I'm not on the carriage!
Steve shouted, but he knew it was too late. The spell was already coming undone.
Steve?
Tony called as midnight's last bell rang out. But the magic was gone from the castle. The only things left were a single glass slipper and one small mouse, looking very lost.
And now the comment makes more sense. Little mouse.
Oh, so you're telling me that Steve was a fucking mouse this entire time?
Apparently.
And that's why he didn't know what electricity was?
Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god.
Did we enjoy? Did we enjoy that?
Amazing. I'm glad you found a meme collection. That makes us so much better. There's more in the collection.
Actually, it ain't a bad idea.
Wait, we should do Johnny Silverhand.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yes.
Hey B, Johnny Silverhand looked at Billie Eilish. Looking good too.
Hatsune Miku.
Crazy. That's it.
I'm fucking Miku,
Killing-
Miku.
Ooh, fucking Miku.
So,
I'm looking for a man just like a really dramatic one of like
okay, include
Like
crossovers.
In Fortnite?
no like a dramatization of like a squad landing at Tilted and writing
my
about
God.
it in a really
Oh my god.
realistic like war story.
Single chapter. Single chapter.
A one shot.
Fandoms.
Yeah, a
Fortnite.
one shot. I'd rather read
Okay,
one shots.
Fortnite. You tell me no one's written a Fortnite?
There's
Yeah,
no way.
one's
Somebody
ever-
has had
even,
to.
Even,
There's
Even if
nothing
it's,
coming
like,
up.
really shit posty, you tell me no one's ever done it.
Hold on, I'm
There's
gonna
no
There's
look.
nothing.
I'm gonna
At
look.
least not
There's
on.
no way. There's
At least
no way.
not. At least not on Archive of our own. Maybe somewhere else.
Maybe
It's
just
It's either
have a
archive or
portal in.
Tumblr.
Let me just search Fortnite.
Shoot, at this point, I'd fucking write one.
fanfic.net?
I'm gonna just put
Okay.
Fortnite fanfiction and see what comes up.
You know, Fishstick canonically dies.
Yes.
Good.
It's really fucked up, man.
That's actually crazy.
Whoa, what the hell? Church. Donald Trump ex ex Aaron Yeager.
What?
Elon Musk ex Donald Trump. Donald Trump ex Kanye West. Colossal Titan ex Donald Trump.
Ain't no way.
I'm not joking. Oh my god. Warning, Donald Trump, Omega, Elon Musk,
Oh no.
Beta, Kanye West. Song,
Beta?
Church by Chase Atlantic.
Hold on. What did they mean, Beta Kanye West?
I don't know. Elon Musk dies.
Thank God.
Oh, almost. That one
That's
yep.
that's one half. That's one half. We need the
Fortnite,
other.
The Big Bang.
Her ass is gone. That's Chung-Li. That's all. It's 85 words. Chung-Li gets flattened. Hold on. Wait, I'm kind of...
Nah.
Her ass is gone. Fuck you, my classmates who say she's from Fortnite. I made this fic as revenge. Chung-Li was tired of being over-sexualized by one of her appearances in Fortnite, so she decided to write an email to the developers about the problem. When she woke up the next day, she looked in the mirror and discovered that her most intimate parts, especially her rear, had been reduced significantly in size. She was not the only one to notice this. Gamers, gooners, and coomers alike went on Fortnite only to discover that their favorite girl had been nerfed. No, Chung-Li's ass is gone. Notes, I regret nothing.
That'll really
Great.
for the grandiose ambition here. There's nothing stopping us from writing an original Fortnite short film and making it.
Oh my God.
Very true.
That's a great idea.
You know, we could also do Sonic fanfiction.
Oh God.
That's also an option. That would be very easy to find.
Marie, why are you a chicken?
Why aren't you a chicken?
That's a
Yeah.
good question. That's a good question.
Immediate, like, you know what? You're right. I'm right. Like, damn it, they really got me there.
Hold on.
Wait. I was looking at Sonic ones, and all I see in the description is Amy was excited to meet Sonic at a cafe, but ran into someone else instead. And it says Shadow the Hedgehog in the warnings.
It's always the
Shadow
the
the
Shadow and
Hedgehog.
Amy.
Published.
What?
14.
No, that is diabolical. I'm not reading that. What? What the fuck are these? While Shadow is taking care of Sonic on his period, Sonic gets a brilliant idea. Shadow is quite confused.
What?
Yes,
Wild.
What are the
Wild.
words that just left your mouth? What?
I don't. There was something worse that I'm not gonna say because oh my god, but that's bad.
I guess you're right, Plankton. I am just a kid. And you know, I've been through a lot in the past 6 days, 5 minutes, 27.5 seconds, and I've learned anything during that time is that you are who you are, and no amount of mermaid magic, or managerial promotion, or some other third thing can make me any more than what I really am inside.
A kid.
But that's okay. Because I did what everyone said I couldn't do. I made it to Shell City, and I beat the Cyclops, and I rode the Hasselhoff, and I brought the crown back. So yeah, I'm a kid. And I'm also a goofball, and a wingnut, and a knucklehead expansitron. But most of all, I'm
I'm.
I'm
I'm. Okay, that's
I-
it. Take it easy.
What the
I'm a
scallop?
goofy goober.
Fuck!